mag. So you guys are seeing this the same time I am. First time opening this. Just got it in about 30 minutes ago. I got some nice, let's see if we can fold that back there. I got your nice foam packing here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let's see what else comes in here. I'm guessing that's in here. Yeah, you got some Miltech synthetic grease, some sort of metal preservative conditioner, manual. Now they did tell me when I got mine that they were going to have to print out a manual for me because they ran out of manuals or something like that. They were going to send me an official manual later, but that was extremely nice of them to print one out and include it at any rate. Standard lock, and then your standard 30 round Stenag magazine. And supposedly with these, they're normal AR-15 magazines, or that's what their Cetme L is supposed to take, because I think normal Cetme L magazines are slightly different. There's a different, I think the cutout's a little different there. I don't really know. I'm not an expert, so hopefully someone else can chime in if I'm wrong, but these supposedly take all your standard Stenag AR-15 mags. All right, let's get this somewhere a little more presentable. And MarColMar opted to make brand new furniture. I think they were using nylon 66, some sort of polymer plastic. But as you can see, compared with an original Cetme L, it's a lot more textured and matte colored, whereas at least the kits and the HMG Cetme L that I had, which I sold, I'm not a real fan of HMG after how they've handled the STG-44 debacle. It's been going on for almost 4 years now. Story for another time. Anyways, I had one of those. I sold it. Nothing wrong with it. I actually did a really good job making it. I couldn't make ends meet that month, so I had to sell a couple toys. Anyways, the original furniture is more like this color. It's a lighter green, and it's mirror, or not really mirror, but it's polished, whereas this is very flat, matte, almost textured finish. But it feels okay. It feels good. It feels actually beefier than the original furniture. Feels pretty close to it, but you can definitely tell it's not the original furniture. 1-in-7 twist barrel. Bird cage up front. I think there are talks of them also having the 3-prong available later on. There we go. Snaps right into place. There's very, like, almost non-existent wobble there, so it's nice and tight. That is an improvement over the HMG Cetme L that I had, which had a bit of wobble there. And that, to be fair, there are these days minor variances in the Stenag type magazines. They're not, some of them probably gonna be a little bit bigger than others or fit a little bit differently, is what it is. Let's go ahead and flip this over. I believe they started with serial number 136 or 137, so that's pretty close to the first. One of the first 10 anyways. See these welds here. Look pretty good. First shots. On fire. got a double feed. Check that one out in a second. Another double feed. And another double feed. Feed. And I think we're empty, but we'll see. With it being 32 degrees outside and 30 to 40 mile per hour winds, the original intention of doing a accuracy test went out the window. It just was not going to happen. So hopefully in the future I can do another video with maybe a 1,000 round test or an accuracy test, something like that, when the conditions are a bit better and staying outside for extended periods is more enjoyable.
But other than the initial 2 magazines, which I'm going to chalk up to a breaking in period, we had no jams whatsoever. And granted, we only fired about 200 rounds out there, but we did use several different types of ammunition: Winchester white box, Federal, and the cheap Tula steel case. And I think there was 1 or 2 others that I'm not remembering right now. By the way, I don't recommend ever using Tula ammunition. I've had too many issues with it. I've had broken extractors, things like that. And, really brass cased ammunition is not that much more expensive these days than the steel case Tula stuff anyhow. So why not, splurge a little, pay the extra $1 a box and grab yourself brass cased ammunition where you're at Walmart next time. The MarColMar Cetme L felt like someone had hand-fitted the parts on it compared with the HMG Cetme L, which I had before, which kind of felt like, it was a nice rifle. I had no reliability issues with it, but it didn't feel like someone took time with it. Someone put it together, made a working rifle, good enough. Whereas MarColMar, it felt like someone took the time to make sure everything was mated together how it should be. So everything was very smooth on the rifle. I would prefer the original furniture. That said, the furniture MarColMar has put on there is growing on me, and it certainly has a lot less wobble and play to it than the original worn out, in most cases, furniture sets on the surplus Cetme L kits. So that's about it. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. I'm not the Cetme L expert. I'm just some guy that thought it was a cool rifle, bought it, and am now enjoying it. But if you have questions, I'll try to answer them. And while you're here, click the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. Don't really make anything off of YouTube anymore. They demonetized all of our videos because it's a gun channel. But always do really appreciate the subscribes and the thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.